I learned about love from a hookup. Well, a few hookups. Okay, actually a lot of hookups. Okay. I could probably count, but I think we'd be here for a while. So a better use of our time is for me to tell you what I learned from those hookups. Because there's something valuable that you can learn from promiscuity. That's right, you have something to learn from the bounce, wow, wow. What comes up for you when you think about sex? Desires, how much you're having, how much you're not having, the type of sex you want to be having, your body, other people's bodies. Like, what's going on for you? Growing up, I got one message that said you shouldn't have sex until you were married, that it was bad and dangerous and dirty until you got married to a woman and then it was suddenly awesome. But I also got this other message that said I should be having sex and a lot of it. And for a closeted queer kid in Maryland, that was definitely not happening. I wanted to be having sex and that felt wrong, but I wasn't having sex and that felt wrong too. It was like a lose-lose situation. So what are some of the ways that we talk about sex? Oh, we're being so bad. Let's be naughty. Even when it's said with a wink and a nod, for too many of us, sex remains a dirty little secret. But sex doesn't have to be bad. Not like in a sex with your spouse is awesome sort of way, though I mean like sex with your spouse can be awesome. And not in a like, I'm trying to convert you to some sort of sex cult religion thing. Though, if that's your thing, power to you. I just think that sex has something to teach us about ourselves and about each other. And yeah, maybe even about God if that's your thing. Okay, it's time for lessons from Brian's youth group days. Have you ever heard that part of Genesis that talks about becoming one flesh? Or maybe you've heard this metaphor about sex being like sticky tape. There can be something really beautiful about these metaphors, but there can also be something a little, like sticky. Okay, so let's take this tape thing. The idea is that every time you stick tape on something, it gets a little bit less sticky. It becomes a little bit less useful. You become a little bit less valuable. And then maybe one day, if you do get married, your tape won't stick. Your sex will be broken. Let me tell you something. Your love is not finite. Your love is infinite. Your love is infinite! There is something cool about this tape metaphor though. This idea that when you stick to someone, a little piece of them gets left behind. I'm pretty sure that I'll always love my first boyfriend even though we only ever kissed, and that there are bits and pieces of everyone that I've ever dated still stuck to me. To be honest, I don't keep in touch with all of them, but I do still think about them. And they all changed me. They helped me grow and do things different and just be more fully myself. And listen, the same thing is true about hookups. Whether you're hooking up with someone but not dating, or it's just a one-night thing, there's something special there too. Religious folks might even call it holy. To welcome a stranger, to be honest with your desires, to be vulnerable with another person. Or a group of people. Even if it's only for 30 minutes, you can still share something special with another person, and that's really awesome. Relationships are the stuff of life. They're what makes life worth living, and they're how we make meaning. That love that you share with a spouse or a partner, that's a blessing. And that blowjob you gave, that's a blessing too. Today is the 5th annual Queer Theology Synchro blog, and this year's theme is sex and bodies. People from all around the world are sharing what they've learned as LGBTQ people about sex and bodies, and they have something special to share with you. If you go over to queertheology.com/25, you can have your world rocked, and there's still time to participate. All the information is over there at queertheology.com/25. And if you want to stay in touch with me, you can subscribe for more videos or connect on social media. I'll put all the links down in the box below. And until next time, bye for now.